All right. Sorry. I guess the last question got lost in the shuffle. So real quick, we'll do the last question. This is a lot like we just did in class today, or if you're on a black day, this is what we'll do tomorrow. But we want to graph the piecewise defined function. So very similar. We want to go ahead and split this up into its three constituent pieces. So the first piece we'll do at the top. I'm just going to do them in order. So this one says that we want to graph the number 4 if we're from -4 to 2. So again, what we want to do is claim that if I make x -4, kind of silly, but we're going to get 4 as our y value. So we just have y equals 4. So our coordinate point that we're going to plot is -4, comma 4. Now there's no line underneath the little inequality sign, so we know this is going to be an open circle. Again, it's open because it's a strictly less than sign. So I'm going to go down and plot that. I'm going to have to go down a little bit to get to -4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll plot my nice open circle. Then I have to do the other endpoint. So the other endpoint is 2. So if x is 2, y is still going to be 4 because there's no x to plug into. Normally we would plug in, but there's no x. The answer, they just tell us, sorry, not y is 2, y is 4. There's no x to plug into. So we're just going to go ahead and just grab the answer over here, which is 4. So we want the point 2, comma 4. And again, this one's also going to be open. And we can tell it's going to be open because there's no little equal sign there. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to connect them with a line. And that looks pretty good. I think there's a typo. I think that should be a -2. So let me fix that. There we go. All right. If you did it the other way, I mean, you wouldn't lose any points or anything because it does say 2. But we do want this to be a function, so we do want it to pass the vertical line test, which is why that kind of looks like there should be a typo there. But again, if you extended that all the way to 2, just because it says 2 there, that's totally fine. For the next one, then, we do the exact same thing. So this time we're in the middle equation. So we're going to pick the endpoints for the middle here. Here we've got -1. So if x equals -1, we're going to do 2 times -1 minus 4. So we're going to take the -1 and we're plugging it in for the x right there. So 2 times -1 is -2. -2 minus 4 is -6. So we want to plot the point -1, -6. And again, it's open. So we got another open circle because no or equal to sign. So -1, -6 is way down here. All right. Next one we got is 2. So we're going to do the same thing with 2. We're going to plug 2 in for the x. So if x equals 2, 2 times 2 minus 4, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So the point I want to plot is 2, 0. And if we check, there's no little equal sign here. So since there's no little equal sign there, that's also open. 2, 0. All right, and then there's only one more to go. So we're going to do the last part. I'll do the last part in green. So we're going to work on the last equation. But we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take the two endpoints. So we've got 2. We're going to plug 2 in for x. So if x equals 2, 3 times 2 equals 6. So the point I want is 2, 6. But with this one, we see we've got the little equal sign here. So this is a little indication that it's going to be a closed dot. So we want to go ahead and make that closed. So we'll say this is closed or solid. So at 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll go ahead and place a solid dot right there. All right, last one to do. We got 5 on the end. It's going to be open, but we're going to plug 5 right in there. So if x equals 5, 3 times 5 is 15. That's the function value. So we want the point 5, comma 15. And we said we wanted that one to be open. Because again, there's no little equal sign underneath it. So 5's on the solid line, 15's all the way up here. And we just want to draw a line that goes straight through those. So that's how to do this one. Again, if you just stay calm and just go kind of step by step. So always do your 2 endpoints. So endpoint for the first one, endpoint for the second one, endpoint for the first one, endpoint for the second one, endpoint for the first one, endpoint for the second one. As long as you follow that flow, these are pretty relaxing. They go by pretty well. People start to get in trouble if they start trying to do everything a little bit too fast. So if you're worried, just take it a little bit slowly. Again, go one piece at a time.